What's up, everybody?
What?
You're listening to CVGC Live. I'm here with Zach, Conrad, Doug, and myself, Frank. What's up, Dantel? All right. So next Friday is our big event, Pokemon. Doug, comments?
It's good. I'm gonna win.
You're gonna win?
I'm gonna win.
I hope so.
Can I just comment on how I was not briefed that you extended the intro? So I was very surprised. When,
Oh yeah, you missed
Oh,
it
you
last
were
time
here
because you
last
came
week.
in the
Yep.
show halfway through.
Oh my gosh! Wow, I totally didn't expect that, but that was wonderful. Thank you for that.
It's a beautiful intro, I know.
Yeah.
No, so we got Pokemon coming up next week, February 21st. We have no idea where it will be.
It'll either be in Evans Way or 610. We don't know yet.
Yeah, it'll be one of those two. And as always, meeting this Thursday, 7 o'clock, BD 103, the Alumni Room. And last Friday, we had a pretty cool event, Indie Game Night. We had a tournament in Nidhogg, and we played a bunch of Octodad.
We didn't have tables though.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
It's, stupid safe sex or whatever it was called. I forget what it was called.
Well, we ended up hijacking the one or however many tables there were for playing Magic. That was okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was an alright space. Like I liked it.
I mean, you always want more tables, but
We made it work.
we made the best of it.
We made
Of course,
it work.
of course.
Yeah. The Nidhogg tournament was pretty awesome. It was like a perfect indie game that no one's ever heard of, but everyone loved to play.
Yes.
Brought by Doug.
Unfortunately, I only got second place in the tournament.
Boo hoo.
Hey.
I came in third. I thought it was
Well,
pretty cool.
I got the same prize as first place, other than the title. So, whatever.
Who came in first?
Nick.
Nick Heron, yep. He came in first. He is the official Nidhogg champion of CVGC.
Although his name was Carlos Danger.
Carlos Danger, yeah, that was his name. And as soon as that tournament was over, we just switched over to Octodad, which was
Frank, Zach, did you guys enjoy it?
I had way too much fun.
That was, it was good.
Go ahead, explain what Octodad was and what we
Octodad is a game where you control this octopus who's posing as a human, and the main game mechanic is you control his like arms and legs to do certain tasks. Like you play starting with your marriage to your human wife, so you're just trying to get through your wedding, and then you like later you have a family and you go to the aquarium and you're just like living out your days an octopus posing as a human. Sounds crazy. And we played 4-player co-op mode with roulette mode on.
which
So
was awesome.
4 people each control one of Octodad's limbs, either an arm or a leg, and after certain tasks are completed, you switch. So after a certain task, if you were an arm, now you might be a leg or the other arm. And it was insane. There was this one point in the game where like Octodad was just like spinning around crazily, and then Joe comes up to me, he's like, "What are you guys doing?" And I say, "We're trying to put on a hat."
That pretty much sums up the game. Like. Oh, it's so great. You just start like just going crazy, and then the best part was whenever I was a leg, I was just always going in the opposite way of everybody else, just to mess everyone up.
That's not co-op.
Sounds glorious.
That's not co-op.
And then the best is if you're an arm, I would just grab the first thing I see and just hold on to it.
I liked near the end, you grabbed like this stuffed dolphin thing in the aquarium, and you were just holding on for
My
it,
best friend.
and you were just like, "Don't let go of this dolphin." And then we ended up losing it when we died.
It was really
Unfortunately,
sad. Then we made friends with a cereal box, I think.
no, it was like a bag of cookies or something.
Yeah, it was a bag of cookies.
The escapades of Frank and Doug show.
Yes.
That's actually pretty glorious.
Octodad.
I did watch, and it looked very confusing from afar, but it must have been quite an experience.
It was
Yes.
it was kind of like playing Surgeon Simulator with 4 people.
Yes,
gosh.
that's kind of what it is actually.
Instead of performing surgery, you're just trying to live out normal life.
As an octopus posing as a human.
Not bad at all.
So, Conrad and Doug, I hear you guys are going to a cool event tonight.
Wait, before we get to that,
Oh,
can I quickly
whoa.
hijack?
Yeah.
Okay, so related to what we're about to talk about, I know that was kind of loud. This Thursday, that's like however many days from now, like 4 days? 4 days, maybe?
This Thursday?
No, this Saturday.
Oh,
Saturday?
'cause you said Thursday.
Did I say Thursday? I'm
Yes.
sorry. Okay,
Thursday.
so
This Saturday.
This Saturday, we're having
February 15th.
February 15th.
Right after Valentine's
That
Day.
is right after Valentine's Day. We're having a Smash Project M
Dating
tournament.
sims? Oh.
We're calling it SAW. It's Smash at Wit. So we're having SAW 2. Yeah, yeah. it's-
Electric Boogaloo.
Oh God. SAW 2 will be in an undisclosed location. Currently, we're not sure where quite yet. But it will be fun. There's no cash entry. There's no cash prize. It's just a good old-fashioned duke it out 1v1 tournament of Project M happening. If you want to find more information, it's on the CVGC club group. So that's all I wanted to talk about.
So it's not going to be at Baker again?
It may be at Baker. I'm trying to see if 610 lobby is open. I can't
Okay.
reserve that space, but if nobody's there, then I don't really
Also,
care.
can we play Project W instead so
Oh
I
my
can play
gosh.
Ganondorf with a sword
Oh, Jesus.
and have a Warlock punch that reaches across half the map?
Project W is a mod of the already modded Project M, which adds lots of weird costumes as well as a function for Ganondorf to pull out his sword and then use it as part of his moveset. It's pretty cool. It's very fun to play. If you ever dreamed of playing Wario as Eric Cartman, then you certainly would enjoy Project W.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, you can also play Ivysaur as a cow.
It also
Just a
has
literal cow.
It also has the character that everybody wants in Smash Brothers, Goku.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Squidward for a second.
It has Squidward too.
Squidward has to be in it. I mean,
Obviously.
now we have to play every single time. We are the SpongeBob SquarePants Club.
Also, Ronald McDonald is Captain Falcon. That's pretty glorious. Okay, before we literally spend the entire show talking about alternate costumes, let's go on to what we were going to talk about, which I presume is Game Over.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, so there's this thing that happens in Boston every Tuesday. It was happening before. I've been to Game Over a bunch of times, but it's been on a little bit of a hiatus as venue has changed. But now it's every Tuesday in Tommy Doyle's, I want to say?
Yes, Tommy Doyle's pub
In Kendall
Cambridge.
Square?
Yeah.
So that's every Tuesday at 6, 18 plus. I think there's a $5 venue fee.
Yes.
But they have lots of games. They have board games you can take out. So they have like Ascension, which is a card game I know I've played a bunch with a couple of my friends. They have TVs with N64s, Wii's, PS3s, all that you could want. You know, you can just go there, have a good time, grab some dinner, interact with some people, play games at your leisure and whatnot. And it's a really, really cool environment, really cool place. And I know that me and Doug are actually going today to Game Over number 3 at Tommy Doyle's, like we said. It's also the introduction night of the Melee Games, which is a large Melee tournament with most of the colleges in the region. So like there's going to be, I think, Northeastern and MIT and UMass Amherst, I think. But I forget all the schools off the top of my head, but there's a bunch of different schools with a bunch of different players, and it's the first round is going to be played tonight at Game Over, and it's going to be very hype. So I'm excited for that, and I'm sure Doug, you are excited as well.
Yeah, I actually just found out about all of this yesterday.
Literally yesterday.
Yes.
I just found out about it today.
There you go.
So I'll probably be going next week.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend anybody who has free Tuesday nights to go and check it out because it's always been a lot of fun for me, and I'm excited to go back again.
Also, as the president of CVGC, I would love to find out how we can get into to that Smash tournament sometime.
Oh yeah,
That'd be really cool to have people from Wentworth represent.
yeah. I mean, we'd probably get spanked pretty quickly.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We've actually got some hidden talent that nobody can mess with. We're on Ken level, like nice M2K level. Sorry, I'm whipping out all the technical Smash terms that everyone else in the room is giving me like a weird look. Anyway.
And doesn't this all like lead up to a big Smash Brothers tournament next month at Northeastern?
Yes, I think it does.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it does. Yes. Well, that's what I got for Game Over. It'll be fun. Come join us.
All right, why don't we play a little music and then we'll come back and talk about some more awesome game news. Zach, would you like to introduce your song?
Yes. So the first song we have is a soundtrack from the indie game Bastion, which just has an outstanding soundtrack overall.
It's a good game.
It's a pretty
It's
good
a very
game.
good game.
Chris was playing it at Indie Game Night.
Yeah. So, here it is.
I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly. Gonna build that wall until it's done. Gonna build that wall until it's done. But now you got nowhere to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly. Gonna build that wall it's done. Gonna build that wall until it's done. But now you've got nowhere to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long.
Welcome back to CVGC Live on Wire.
Yeah.
Smooth jazz. What?
What? You're supposed to talk about all these things.
Oh, fine. Some game news. Skullgirls Encore came out today. It's out now on the PlayStation Network. Skullgirls had a lot of trouble with their publisher, so they had to take their game off of PlayStation Network and Xbox Live and then re-upload it in a new name. So now it's called Skullgirls Encore. If you already got the original Skullgirls, you get this one for free. You just have to download Encore for free and then get rid of the old one because it's not going to play anymore. And also, the first DLC character, Squiggly, is now on consoles for free for a limited time. So that's cool. And the next DLC character, Big Band, who will be the first DLC character, the first male DLC character in Skullgirls, is supposed to come out next month. So that's cool too.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pokemon Bank came out last week.
Pokemon Bank came out last week.
You excited?
Yes, I'm excited. It came out last Wednesday in North America, and we had a snow day that day, so that was just the best day ever.
It's a pretty good day.
Yeah, despite internet problems.
Yeah, I couldn't connect to the internet all day on that day.
So I transferred all my Pokemon from White 2 version and White version into my Pokemon Y version, and I literally just completed my Pokedex a few minutes before the show started.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Frank. I needed Frank to evolve some Pokemon for me because I needed to trade them. Technically, my Pokedex isn't complete. I'm missing 4 event legendary Pokemon, but they're not needed to complete the national Pokedex in the game and get the shiny charm, which makes it easier to find shiny Pokemon.
Everybody loves shiny Pokemon.
Yes.
Who doesn't?
Actually, I caught another shiny Pokemon just yesterday. I was EV training my Feebas, and I found a horde of Scraggy, and one of them was shiny.
This is a really good way to let every single person here listening know. Next week, you better tune in. It's the Pokemon show.
No. You ruined the surprise.
It was supposed to be a surprise?
Yes, it was supposed to be a surprise.
Was it really? I didn't know it was supposed to be a surprise.
Are you playing Flappy Bird right now?
Maybe.
Whatever. So I was EV training my Feebas. I was trying to give it HP and defense, and I found a horde of Scraggies. Scraggy gives you attack EVs. I don't want attack EVs on my Feebas, but because one of them was shiny, I was forced to stay in the battle and catch it, which gave attack EVs to my Feebas. Then I had to waste a Kelpsy berry to get rid of the attack EVs, and I don't have many of those. So it was a minor inconvenience to a very special occasion. Whatever.
I can't believe that the Pokemon show was supposed to be a surprise. I had no idea.
You didn't ruin the surprise. Nobody's listening.
No, there's people listening. We got plenty of people listening. We got 10 people. We got everybody in Beatty. We got everybody listening right now. So I'm sorry everyone that's surprised, but tune in next week. It's gonna be beautiful. There's gonna be a lot of things you do not want to miss next week.
I don't know how we're gonna
give anything else away.
I don't know how I'm gonna fit everything in an hour because I could talk about Pokemon for hours on end.
We're gonna do it. I promise. There may or may not be a Poke Rap, but that's all I can say.
Soiled it.
So moving on, as Conrad throws his phone because he's really angry because I'm assuming he just died in Flappy Bird.
I did. It was very unfortunate.
The app that has literally instantly taken over the world.
Literally setting towns on fire.
It is just makes no sense to me how a game that bad can become that popular.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just simple.
It is a crazy bad video game.
It's not that bad. It's just simple. I'm the king of the people who hate on like the casual games like Angry Birds, can't stand it. Candy Crush, can't stand it. Flappy Bird, not bad. Like it's a casual, nice little experience for when you just want to relax and then get really angry and then relax again. Like it's not that bad of a game. Oh, I have a text message.
I just think it's really stupid. He clearly rips off Mario. Don't know how Nintendo didn't just jump all over that, by the way. He clearly rips off Mario. He makes some ugly fish bird thing, and then he just doesn't make the hitboxes make any sense, and people are like, "Oh, dying! I love dying. This is such a good game. I love not being able to win." So
he actually ripped off a completely different game, which looks, I forget the name of it, but it's essentially, well, I'm not talking about that because it's obviously inspired by it or whatever. Exactly. But there's a completely different game that I forget the name of, and they look almost exactly the same, right down to the graphics, except Flappy Bird is like in an 8-bit style, and this other one, you have a little yellow Flappy Bird thingy flying through green cactuses instead of green pipes.
Well,
that's been on the App Store like way before Flappy Bird came out.
Unfortunately, there are I'd say there's at least like got to be around 2,000 to 3,000 like copies of Flappy Bird between the iOS and Android stores right now.
Because it's gone.
Every single developer is out there trying to just grab a piece of this.
Yeah, now there's a bunch of clones like Flappy Doge or Flappy Fedora.
Flappy Doge is great though.
Fallout Bird. Sorry, I stole yours, Frank. I'm sorry.
I saw that and I was like, that's the greatest thing ever. They would do this. But yeah, as many of you know, it's taken off the air.
Yeah, it's a cash
Yay!
cow. Now it's a cash cow because the guy made like what, 50,000 a day on ad revenue.
Yeah.
Then he took it off because he was feeling pressured and because his culture doesn't like it when you get super famous and whatnot. Apparently, I don't know. I'm trying not to be racist, but I read some discussions about it.
It was mostly he didn't feel like he deserved to be making all this money.
Well, that's very humble. That's very humble.
I heard it was like the whole Flappy Bird thing was interfering with his personal life or something.
Yeah. He just personally didn't feel like he deserved to make all this money. Maybe he just didn't feel comfortable with all the money. Like he just all of a sudden was like, he had to be a millionaire within a couple of days. He was making $50,000 a day in ads. That's just ridiculous. So
for whatever the reason,
but
it was his decision to just pull
doesn't
it off.
he still make money on all the copies that are already downloaded?
No.
He took all the ads off.
Oh, really?
Serious? Really?
Yep.
Wow,
so now he's not making any money.
He's not making any money. He truly meant what he said. When I first saw that, I was like, this guy, genius, making people feel bad for him. But now everyone's just going to want to go play Flappy Bird even more. And all these people are going to be playing, and he's going to be making so much more off the ads. He took his contract off the ads. He's not making any money off the ads anymore.
Well,
do you think he did that because it's such a ripoff of other games?
I don't think so at all.
I think part of him legitimately felt like he ripped off some other games.
Okay.
And that he just felt like it wasn't worth it. I don't know. I find it really interesting because, honestly, how many people could really say that even if they made some cheesy app that... If you're a true game designer and you're a true person who loves video games, you know that Flappy Bird is not something to be overly proud of.
Didn't he make it in a day?
Yeah, you can make that in a day. That's why there's so many ripoffs. It's not very hard to make. But the thing is I mean, I think maybe he just felt like he didn't deserve the money. But how many people, at least especially in America, how many people could say, even if they had a product that wasn't, this amazing product, how many people would turn down $50,000 a day in ad revenue?
Well, the guy's Vietnamese.
I know.
So
I'm just saying, if you think of it as over here, people think it's so crazy because we think of just, wow, that's a lot of money. I want that money, And I can't lie to you. If I was to make her Flappy Bird, I'd probably be telling you all to download it right now. So.
But you can't.
But I can't. I didn't make Flappy Bird.
No, I mean you can't download it
You
anymore.
can't download real Flappy Bird. You can download so many clones though that it really doesn't matter at this point. Moving on. Another Doug expert topic.
No, I'm not.
Sonic? Sonic?
Oh, Sonic?
Sonic. Yeah.
So a few months ago, Sega teased this new Sonic cartoon TV show called Sonic Boom. They showed a little like picture of all the main Sonic characters' shadows, and people were getting even back then kind of worried because Knuckles' shadow looked really weird. But now the official designs are out, and Knuckles still looks really weird.
Isn't it a video game?
Actually, it's a TV show, video game, and a new line of toys. And the video game itself is supposed to be like a prequel to the TV show.
So it's just essentially a new generation of what Sonic's going to be.
Yeah. And Sega has already said that this does not replace Sonic, the
Oh, it
modern
doesn't?
Sonic. No, this is
that's
not a reboot. This is more like a spin-off parallel universe thingy.
I don't know why they would do that.
I'm very happy
Because
with that.
people are going to be pissed
Yeah,
that they're replacing Sonic.
If you look at the designs for this stuff, thank God it's in a parallel universe.
I like the designs, really.
I-
Except maybe Knuckles.
Don't skip leg days. Don't do it.
I absolutely. Maybe it's me who just doesn't like change, but I think
Nobody
they-
likes change.
I think they really. goofed
Nobody on
this
the
one.
internet likes change.
I don't think the designs are that bad. Excuse me, but I don't get the scarf. That's the one thing I don't get.
Well,
Why
he's-
is he wearing a scarf?
I don't know.
Is he
It looks
cold?
nice.
Is he cold when he runs that fast? How does it stay on? When
It's
he runs
because
that
he's Nathan Drake now. Something like
Oh.
that. The only thing I don't understand is the tape. All the like athletic tape on their shoes.
fast? What makes them look so much faster? Come on.
No, the scarf is what makes him look faster because it blows in the wind. It's like a cape.
He's got a point.
Well, they have loose ends on the tape, so that also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them have loose ends on the tape.
Well, if you put tape on your shoes and then ran at Sonic Boom speeds, I'm sure the tape would peel off a little bit.
The tape
At least a
would-
little bit.
The tape would probably break. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if you ran as fast as Sonic did, your shoes would also probably not stay on.
Well, he's got light speed shoes, so I don't know.
I have a question. Do you ever play Sonic Colors?
I have.
Is it good?
Yes, it is good.
Okay. I'm a big fan of Sonic, but I wasn't a big fan of the recent stuff, like the.
Well, Sonic Colors is probably universally agreed as like the rise of Sonic again
Okay, good. I'm happy.
after like the complete plummet
Yeah.
in 2006.
We
with Sonic 06.
Yeah, we don't talk about.
We don't talk about that.
I've been
Anyways.
going through Generations. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Sonic Generations.
Well, what's
This is a
gonna
great
happen
game.
for like the 30th anniversary? Are they gonna do another one?
That'd be cool.
I don't know.
I'd be a
Like,
fan of that.
And then we'll have
Who's
Sonic
there?
Boom
But
levels.
then you'll just see like Knuckles standing next to little old Knuckles. and
Oh man.
modern Knuckles, and then big Boom Knuckles comes in. He's just, hey guys.
Frank, hard-hitting question. If they re-released Sonic 3 and Knuckles with modern graphics, do you think you would play it as much as you would play the retro? Like that's just something that popped in my head. If they like took an old game that we all love and cherish and they made it new, wouldn't we just still play the old game because it has that charm and it has that feel? Or
Possibly.
would that really be a hit?
So I think. Go ahead, Doug.
A lot like Sony's done a lot of HD re-releases and collections. Like they released all the Sly
So-
Cooper and Jack and Dexter and Ratchet and Clank and all these other games, and I personally love them. Mostly because I didn't have a PlayStation 2 growing up, so I couldn't even play those games. But I got the HD collections, and they're awesome. And also, like, Nintendo just came out last year with Wind Waker HD.
Ugh.
And I love Wind Waker, but I still got the HD edition because it just looked awesome, and I needed a game for my Wii U.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I think this brings up a really good point of like the HD remakes, and as Microsoft is doing anniversary editions, I think it depends on the game.
It also
because-
depends on if they're, like, adding anything extra to it.
Yeah, and it depends on the generation the game comes from, because I think in the case of Sonic and Knuckles, there's no need. People like the pixelated graphics. Those graphics still stand up today. You know, you look at the game, you can see what's going on. You don't have any real gripes with them. They don't look that bad. They are kind of nostalgic versus like when they remade Halo. The old 3D graphics of Halo on the original Xbox look terrible today versus when they came out. They looked great. But 3D graphics age a lot differently than pixelated graphics. So, like, Microsoft just did, like in all the games Doug just mentioned, Microsoft just did Halo Anniversary 2 years ago. And this year they just came out with Fable Anniversary, redoing the original Fable. So, I think when you're redoing games that have 3D graphics, it makes sense. But when you're doing games that have 2D pixelated graphics, it doesn't make that much sense.
All right, can I ask a follow-up question, or
Yeah.
are we running on time? Or okay, so one thing that I was thinking about when I asked this question was Sonic 4. Have either of you played Sonic 4 episodes?
No,
1
but
or
I
2?
know of it.
Okay, I
It's
played.
pretty good.
I actually didn't like it that much, but I guess it wasn't that I didn't like it. I just didn't find it that special. Here's one thing that I was thinking about. What if they released a Sonic 5 in the old style? Have either of you played Mega Man 9 or 10?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
I've played both Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10 to their ends because I really loved Mega Man. What it is it was what if they did something like that as like a Sonic 5 with the old style graphics? Do you think that would sell as much as like an HD remake? Do you think that would get critical acclaim? What do you think that would do for Sonic?
Well, a lot of indie games are doing like the 8-bit graphic things, and
Oh, yeah.
people seem to love it.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure a lot of younger gamers out there would be like, these graphics suck,
Yeah.
because they didn't grow up with them back in the day.
Yeah, I think it would get a huge, great response from the older crowd, our age and up, and then pretty much our age and under would be like, yo, what's going on? This isn't the Sonic I grew up with.
That's fair.
But I played through Sonic 4, episode 1 and 2. They're pretty good games. It's just, it felt weird because you're like, oh, I kind of miss my old graphics, and they do some weird things with the 3D graphics and the side-scrolling. Like Sonic Generations gets kind of weird, but they did an overall good job with it. And Sonic 4 is pretty good. You had his little spin dash jump thing, and it worked out well. And then the incorporating Tails into episode 2 actually wasn't too bad. You could do some fun little like double spin dashes and stuff, which were kind of fun. I actually was really hoping they were going to come out with an episode 3 that would have Knuckles in it and finish the whole thing out.
That would be
But
cool.
they didn't.
Just play Sonic
So,
Boom when it
Just
comes
play
out.
Sonic Boom when it comes out.
The game actually looks pretty good.
But yeah,
It does look
actually
cool. I'm actually excited for it. It does look nice.
But I think if that it would be a smart move on their part to someday, probably not in the near future because they definitely have a bunch of games now worked out with Sonic Boom and probably some other stuff to come out with. Like it would be like an arcade type release, like an Xbox Live Arcade or a PlayStation Network release.
I'm waving to people.
It wouldn't be like a full $60 game. It'd be like a $20 game, kind of like Sonic 4. Call it Sonic 5. Make it in the old graphics and see how people react to it. I think it would.
I would play the heck out of it.
Yeah, I
I
think it
would
would be
play the heck
successful.
out of it. Also, can I just say that I appreciate if for nothing else, I appreciate Sonic Generations so much for just bringing me back to Chemical Plant Zone. That's my
man.
favorite zone in all of
When
Sonic.
I played that, I was like, they actually did a fantastic job remaking Chemical Plant.
That
Zone.
was the first
really
thing.
Fun.
That was the first thing that I saw from any trailer or screenshot or anything from Sonic Generations.
They even made the 3D part of it work really
Oh
well.
my god, it was wonderful. It was so good. It was the classic childhood sequel type thing that wasn't actually a sequel, but you get what I'm saying, that I was looking for all my life. I can die happy knowing that I got that Chemical Plant Zone sequel. But yeah, it was wonderful.
Are we going to a music break
We're
now?
going to a music break now.
Since we've been talking about so much Sonic and Sonic Boom,
Sonic.
here's a Sonic song.
Sonic.
Maybe not. Hold on. Why you no work?
Did you mute the video?
No. It's not working, I don't think.
Welcome.
We're live, by the way.
Welcome
Okay.
to CVGC Live, where we have technical
Oh,
problems.
this is sad.
Can we get another Sonic song from the drive?
We can.
All right, do that
Keep
quick.
talking.
Well, Conrad, Zach, talk.
All right, so do you want to talk about Sonic Boom, or do you want to talk about something else? I'd imagine you want to talk about something else.
Well, I've never really been a big Sonic fan.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. What have you ever played any Sonic games before?
I used to, when I was really young, play one of the original ones, but I was really bad at it.
Gotcha. Don't worry, I was the same. I played Sonic 2 when I was a little young. And did you ever play Sonic 2, Doug? It's a good one. You should play it. Anyway,
It's not a good one. It's the best one.
that's true. It's wonderful. Anyway, going back to this Chemical Plant Zone thing, the one reason that I had such a love for Chemical Plant Zone was the boss there. Keep in mind, this is when I was like 5 years old, so I was pretty bad at video games. But there was the one boss at the end of Chemical Plant Zone so he would pick up chemical water, right? This is Eggman picking up chemical water. He would throw it at your face and then go to the other side. But it wasn't that difficult. But what would happen is you would come into the zone, and sometimes when you were coming in, the floor would fall underneath you.
And it was the worst
And
thing
you
ever.
would just
Like,
die
I feel your
for
pain right
no
now.
reason. And it's like, what? That was so ridiculous. That, and when I was 3 years old, I could not grasp the physics of getting up through that, like, water chute that, like, you know how the platforms like rotated around? You would have to jump on the other platforms and the water would rise as you're doing it. So you're like rushed to get through these platforms. But my like 5-year-old self could not handle the physics of jumping up through water versus jumping up not in water. So I would never figure out how to time those jumps so well. The amount of lives I lost to drowning in chemical water in Chemical Plant Zone Act 2 may just be the largest number on the face of the planet.
There's nothing. But we've got a song from Sonic Adventure 2 that we loaded up, so here it is.
Welcome back to CVGC Live on Wire. Sorry, did I totally cut you off?
That was cool. No.
All right, wonderful. Well, in the spirit of Sonic, by the way, that Escape from the City soundtrack is my custom song for Green Hill Zone and Project M. So
it's my favorite song in Sonic and
pretty
probably
glorious.
any video game, really.
Yeah. So I have a couple of Sonic trivia questions here. We have a total of 15, but we're not going to get through 15. So I've decided to narrow 3 from the easy difficulty, 3 from the hard difficulty, and 3 from the medium difficulty, not in that order.
These are all Sonic questions?
These are all Sonic questions.
Wow, very Sonic themed show.
These easy questions look pretty difficult.
Come on, Conrad, gotta go fast.
Number 1. Sonic the Hedgehog released for the Sega Genesis on what day in 1991? June 25th, 23rd, 22nd, or November 24th?
June 25th.
June 25th.
I have no idea.
The answer is June 23rd. I'm sorry. Okay, this one I know. So you guys should get this one. Name the first Sonic racing game. Sonic R, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, Sonic Drift, or Sonic Heroes HD Remix.
Sonic R.
Sonic R.
No, wait. HD Remix. They had HD games back then, right?
You want to know something?
What?
You're wrong. It's Sonic
not.
Drift.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually got that one wrong. I thought it was Sonic
I never
R2.
heard of Sonic Drift.
Neither did I.
I know
That's
about
weird.
Sonic R.
Yeah, I played the heck out of Sonic R when I was
Might be
younger.
good.
I didn't play it. I know of it.
My
and
dad
the
got me like a
soundtrack
little
is great.
CD with Sonic R and Sonic CD. That was a good time. Chow were first introduced on which popular game on the Sega Dreamcast? Sonic Adventure, Sonic Shuffle, Sonic Adventure 2, or Shenmue 5?
I'm going to go with Sonic Adventure.
1 or 2?
Oh, it's obviously one.
I'm going to go with 1. I know they were in 2. And I know they were
They're
in 1
definitely
on
in
the
one.
GameCube version.
No, they're definitely in one.
You are correct. It is Sonic Adventure 1. All right, now we're going to go to medium questions.
Ooh.
Yeah. How many Chaos Emeralds were in the very first Sonic the Hedgehog on the Genesis? 8, 6, 7, or 42?
7.
42. It's always 42.
That is the
6.
There were only 6.
6 were in the original.
I thought there were 7.
I know.
Aren't
it's
there
a tricky
7
one.
in later ones, or is it still 6?
No, it's 7 in later ones.
Okay.
7 in the later
Yeah.
ones.
Name the educational Sonic game that released on the PC in 1996.
Sonic teaches typing. I don't know.
That is. Okay, wait, I actually like this. Sonic Schoolhouse, SBO's Kindergarten Academy, Tails Music Maker, or the Knuckles Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good and Who Want to Learn and to do other good stuff too.
That works so well with this picture now. Oh, man.
I like the. Zoom
I'm going to go with the Sonic one.
Yeah,
Can't read good.
Yeah.
Can't read good.
Sonic Schoolhouse was the correct one because I think out of all of those, that's the only one that makes any logical sense. Who would make an SBO Kindergarten Academy game?
I don't know.
You might know this one. What is the second Wisp color power-up that players encounter in Sonic Colors on the Wii? Boost, Drill, Laser, or Scurvy?
I'm pretty sure it's Drill.
I think it's Drill 2.
I don't think... Wait, is Scurvy even one of them?
I have no idea, but
I don't think it is.
The answer is Laser.
Laser.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that the first one?
All right, now
I'm going crazy.
We're
I haven't
going-
played Sonic Colors in a while.
we're going for the hard questions now. You thought those other questions were difficult? Just wait. Okay, number 1. Which of these characters is playable on the original Sonic Drift for Sega Game Gear? Dr. Robotnik, Knack the Weasel, Metal Sonic, or Knuckles?
I didn't know Sonic Drift existed, so how am I supposed to answer that?
That's a good question. You have a 1 in 4 shot.
Can't
You can
be
do it.
Can't be Metal Sonic.
Okay, so Metal Sonic is eliminated.
What were the 4 choices?
Dr. Robotnik, Knack the Weasel, excuse me, I can't speak, or Metal Sonic. Or did you eliminate Metal Sonic or
Can't be
Knuckles?
Metal Sonic.
Okay, or Knuckles, sorry.
I'm going to go with Robotnik.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Robot.
You're correct, actually.
All
Right
right.
there. In the popular early 90s cartoon titled Sonic the Hedgehog, and is often referred to as Sonic Saturday Morning, what was the name of Sonic's uncle? Steve, Chuck, Bernie, or Buck?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with
I
Chuck.
didn't...
You
He's looking at the
cheater.
answers.
You
I guessed.
cheater.
I can't see it.
All right, fine. Okay, well, it was Uncle
Sonic's
Chuck.
Good old Uncle
Did you
Chuck.
know that Sonic had an Uncle Chuck? That is
No.
a piece of trivia I will be telling my gamer friends.
But is that
from here on
only
out.
in that cartoon's universe?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because
It'd be great
in
to
the
see
Sonic
him.
Underground cartoon, he's got a brother and sister.
Does he really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
But that's only in that
Too much
canon universe.
All right, last question. I'm actually going to go back to the medium questions because these are too difficult. That's also too difficult. I'm going to go back to easy questions.
Two more questions. Two more questions.
No, this is the last one.
Oh, last one. Okay.
Which longtime Sega fan popularized the phrase "as you truly imagined it" during the campaign for Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1? Sven Jocelyn. That name didn't work for me. Ken Balo, Aaron Weber, or Jaleel White? I know this is a really easy question, guys. You gotta get this one.
I'm gonna go with
Sven Jocelyn. It's Ken Balo. I know it was an easy
I
question.
knew it.
But
Not
I
really.
don't. Why are these questions easy? I don't what. Okay. Well, that's all I got for Sega trivia.
That's fine. All right, let's wrap up this beautiful radio show. You wanna talk about the event? Go ahead, go.
Okay, next Friday, February 21st, Pokemon.
We don't know where it is.
Okay, bring your 3DS and your laptop. The tournament itself will be on Pokemon Showdown, which is an online Pokemon battle simulator. You can download it for free at PokemonShowdown.com.
And you will find out the location as soon as we know on the Facebook page.
From 5 to 11.
It will be 5 to 11.
Location to be determined.
Well, to keep it on the safe side, everyone should know our events are either in Evans Way or 610.
Yeah.
So check one of those two places.
Bring your laptop for the tournament. Bring your 3DS to trade and battle with other people.
If it's in Evans Way, can we turn the heat on?
Yes.
Yes, the heat will be on.
Okay.
And we need tables.
As always, our meeting will be this Thursday, 7 o'clock, BD 103, the alumni room. The league shows up next. Leave you with some green.
Wait, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go.
The Pokemon event will be 6th Gen OU Smogan rules.
Do I get a free Celebi for participating?
You do if you download Pokemon Bank.
You do not get a free Celebi.
That's rude.
I'll give away free Magikarps.
I'll take a Magikarp.
Okay.
Maybe Charmanders too.
Tune in next week
Got a lot
if you
of
want to
those.
hear amazing stuff. I'm cutting you guys off now.
League of Legends next.
League of Legends is next. Stay tuned.